Yeah, I recently watched the new trailer that came out for the new SpongeBob movie coming out next year. SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water. Honestly, the new trailer had a couple jokes that I actually kind of liked. It's just that.
Oh, there's a new one now.
It feels pretty unnecessary. Yeah, there's a new trailer out.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see the new trailer.
Neither did I.
In one shot of the trailer, it shows what was it? I forget. Oh yes, the Krabby Patty formula, or at least the Krabby Patties, or something like that, is stolen. And Squidward's like making fun of Mr. Krabs because Mr. Krabs is making such a big deal out of it, and Mr. Krabs is like, "I'm warning you, it's going to turn into chaos." And then it cuts. Like they're outside in Bikini Bottom. All of a sudden it cuts, and Bikini Bottom suddenly turns into an apocalypse. And Mr. Krabs says something along the lines of, "I warned you. Welcome to the apocalypse. I hope you like leather."
Why leather?
I think it's a reference to I haven't seen it. I believe it's a reference to one of the Mad Max movies from the 1980s, which was all based around the apocalypse.
That's getting a movie too.
A game, you mean?
No, a movie too.
Oh.
Like I tried looking up a trailer for the game to see if any new information about that was released, because I just was bored and decided to look it up. No, there's also going to be a new Mad Max movie.
Oh, okay. I need to see those. But anyway, that's getting off topic.
I saw Star Wars. Anyway. Hooray, platforms.
Is that sound effect pointless? Yes, but who cares?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's... Actually, I think that's just a generic cartoon sound effect.
It is, actually.
You have freed these platforms from that gray mass of whatever. Damn.
I actually like these little things they show you in the enemy.
Yeah, most of the enemies also get their own introduction cutscene.
Yeah.
Some of them are actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
Although we may be introduced to one of the things that could have been done better in this game. SpongeBob's dialogue outside of cutscenes. It's another one of those games where the characters really like to repeat dialogue.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
You want me to do it to you? Hope you enjoy that. I don't know.
Yeah, you can actually hit those people. I don't know
Yeah,
what they're doing
I don't know why
around.
you could do that. You just do, and it's... I don't know why.
It's just something I like doing.
Yeah.
Because violence. But yeah, you can also knock enemies into other enemies.
Yeah, and it's actually really convenient.
And there was something I wanted to bring up, but I completely forgot what it was now.
Oh, that'd be one of the things you're gonna hear a shit ton from
Yeah.
this video, or this LP, is that line. It was funny at first, but then, like, it just gets repeated way too much.
50th time
Yeah,
gets...
after the 50th time, it gets really annoying. That's, like, one of my big complaints about this game, is, like...
What was the line? Sorry, I didn't catch it.
Hammer,
I get it.
Because their things are ham, and then it says mur on the thing. On the
Yeah, the robot, the name of the robots with the ham on them are hammers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the robot designs are slightly more creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely take these over the enemies in Revenge of the Flying Dutchman.
Or the even
And
enemies.
the combat.
No, the combat here is also much better.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like...
Not Devil May Cry stands,
like,
of course,
just
but...
right there, I just hit one and then actually kill the other
Yeah,
one.
that's actually kind of satisfying to do.
Well, would you want a SpongeBob game with Devil May Cry combat?
I wouldn't ask for it, but if someone made it, I'd play it.
That'd be very interesting. That'd be very entertaining as well.
Well, they recently made that licensed Legend of Korra game made by the people that made Bayonetta.
Oh yeah,
that's
I
right,
hear
yeah.
that's just very mediocre.
Yeah, I heard it was mediocre, but oh well.
That reminds me, we may be playing a certain other very mediocre Avatar game.
Oh,
Eventually, yeah.
eventually.
When we build up the courage.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame because the handheld Avatar games based off the show for the DS are actually quite good, and obviously made by people that, just like with Battle for Bikini Bottom, obviously cared about the show.
Wow, you see that instant teleportation.
Yeah.
Those
Really
boxes
nice.
become...
That is so convenient.
And
like,
just how fast it loads that and flies across the environment.
Yeah, those become extremely handy, especially during like slide sections of the game where you slide down a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to, sometimes you might screw up and you have to redo it. And there's that convenient box where they're like, oh, you can go right back up and do it
Yep.
again. Like,
Did you miss something you were supposed to get? Just go back in the teleport box and try again. It takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, this game is obviously not pushing the technical and graphical powers of the PlayStation 2, but it is using what is there to its advantage, especially just keeping this incredibly solid frame rate.
Oh yeah, I think there was one time there was like a slight bit of frame drop, but then
sometimes here and
immediately
there,
just
like,
came back.
It's hard to see sometimes, but you could tell the frame rate kind of goes down a bit.
It-
but it's not too bad. Like, it's not.
If you've seen our part of Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, it's not the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah.
And toys and mail.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I want to say this real quick, that you don't take falling damage, so thank goodness, because that could get really annoying.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Mermaid
moments.
Man
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
Mermaid
other.
Man's voice is different too.
Yeah.
It has a different voice actor.
And now, what was I supposed to tell
But yeah, you guys probably saw earlier when Alec was doing platforming on top of the
Patrick
flying
is surrounded
tikis
by
over the
robots
bottomless
and
pit.
needs
The
my
platforming controls in this game, I probably already mentioned it earlier, but yeah, really good. It feels really comfortable doing them.
Yeah.
You don't see platforming and just go,
Massaging your feet will
shit.
save Patrick.
Yeah, like I feel like I could like
Massaging
control myself easily and get to the next platform with ease. Like it's not a pain to deal with.
Massaging your feet
Oh, yeah.
isn't working. I think I'd better try a more direct approach.
By clipping my toenails?
Here I come, Patrick!
And then the box before I forget.
SpongeBob doesn't want to clip his hero's toenails. What kind of fanboy is he?
Oh,
Yeah.
and tongue sliding is also in the the SpongeBob movie game.
I thought that was them riding in a bathtub.
Oh,
Or maybe it just depends on where it's at.
Yeah, I think it
It
depends.
might be. I don't know. I just remember doing that in the movie game for what little I played of it, but I did enjoy it.
No, you do that too, by the way. See, when I redo that sliding section, boom.
Yeah, and then you could just go, wow. The reason why I'm doing this again is because I want to get a lot of shinies, because this game, like, there's
Requires a lot of
glam.
shinies.
And that is so helpful because there's so
Yeah.
many platforming games where you have to like replay the entire level just to get back to sections like this, and now you can just redo it. That is so cool.
Also, I feel like...
There's also Sakura, too.
Also, it's been a while, but I feel like this sliding controls a bit better than Super Mario 64 sliding. At least when I remember as a kid. I remember having a pain of a fucking time, but here it's a bit easier to control, and it's going to get even easier when we get to play as another character.
Well, Super Mario 64 was one of, if not the first 3D platformer ever made.
Yeah, true,
I mean,
true. That's
yeah.
a good point.
Well, I guess if we had to compare it to something, I guess we could say, like...
Yeah, the camera in this game is also quite
And it
good.
doesn't hold up quite as much as people, you know, say it might. But yeah, obviously this game is an improvement because it was made so many years after. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I say that, but there's plenty of licensed games that licensed game platformers that have worse controls than Super Mario 64.
No, yeah, like, a lot of people like to say, there are so many terrible licensed games. Like, one person even said, name one good one, and I'll name 10. But there are just better licensed games than people can think. Like this one, there's... I'm trying to think of more. That are more than just mediocre.
Well,
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is one that a lot
yeah,
of people bring
Spider-Man
up.
2 is the one that everybody brings up, and
Yeah.
it definitely deserves its place.
Depending on your mindset, Minority Report. Although I hear that's more so bad it's good than actually being good.
I'm gonna have to try it, but I hear a lot about the Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay being a really good game.
No, I've also heard a lot of good things
That
about
not
it.
only was a really good licensed game, but influenced the first-person genre in many ways.
Hey, the music for this part is actually kind of weird. I don't know, I kind of feel out of place because it doesn't seem like SpongeBob, but I don't know, it works on me.
I'd say this music's catchier, more memorable.
Yeah.
It's just fun. How many times am I gonna say that?
I told you! I know you hate counting bags, but... I can't imagine how long it would go on. You can make another video out of it. By the time we get to the end of this damn
It'll
playthrough.
make a perfect 30-minute video of us.
30 minutes? That's an underestimate.
Speaking of which...
Oh shit, it's been 32 so far.
Oh.
Just my size.
We should probably get at least one more going special, because I think we're about to here soon, and then we'll call it a
Yeah,
video.
I think you get a golden special here, I think.
Yeah, after talking to Patrick.
Hey, SpongeBob.
But yeah, since after collecting Golden Spatula
Well, of course, SpongeBob.
autosaves, we're just gonna stop after that.
Well,
I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind having to play more if you guys want me to, but...
Oh, there's also other games we gotta get to.
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying.
Thanks, Patrick. I tell you what.
Yeah,
all
I
that
enjoy
running
watching
around
this
has
game.
left me pooped. Why don't you continue on for a bit?
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Patrick.
I'll definitely have to try it for myself eventually.
But yeah, as you saw there, Patrick also has like a flop attack. But what he does after that is something I actually quite like. He just peels himself off.
Yeah, it's just detail like that I just enjoy from games. Like,
Yeah, which is like an actual starfish.
yeah, like he peels himself up, like, I don't know.
But yeah, I want to say this quick and then we'll be done. There are 3 playable characters, and even though SpongeBob's clearly the one that you're going to be playing through majority of the game, he has the most diverse moveset. Patrick and mystery character number 3 they pretty much still play exactly like SpongeBob. They just have their own unique moves that don't rail off too much from the gameplay, but still feel unique and give you fresh and just freshen up the gameplay a bit. But yeah, anyway, that shall be enough for Battle for Bikini Bottom, aka much better than Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. I've been Zach,
I've been Brandon.
I've been Alec.
and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good night.